just is so obvious how the person always follows the patterns of the person. So everything that it knows about non-duality and thinks about non-duality, it will just take it on in the personal terms. It will just take it on and add it to its life. And non-duality is about something beyond the person. You can't make non-duality fit your life. As a person, you have to be the person, and what the person will do is it will use the idea of no doership. It will use the idea of no time to fulfill its dynamic. So if the person has low self-esteem, it will use it to carry on not making its life, not doing its life, and avoiding life, and using the idea of the ego and the idea of removing the ego to carry on beating itself up. It won't actually be using it to help itself. Even now, the people with low self-esteem will listen to this and think, yeah, I'm doing something wrong again, I'm using this, I'm doing this, and staying in that energy that there's something wrong with them. But non-duality is remembering a place that's only ever present, this amness, this beingness, aliveness, that's only ever present now, that's right here in this, always here in this. And that's got nothing to do with your intellectual understanding. It's a resonance, it's a heart resonance with this, with what's being spoken about now. It's this remembering of love, of what you've always been, that love that you had, that excitement that you had as a child, that freedom that you had as a child. It's not so much about you and you taking on the concepts of non-duality, but you can use concepts of non-duality to help improve yourself, and you can use a non-duality to help understand the dynamics of you, but don't use non-duality as a new method to live by, as a new way to solve your problems, because it won't solve your problems. What the person will do is carrying on using it to be the person. It will carry on using it to stay victim, to give out that feeling that somebody else knows better than you, that somebody else needs to save you. It just will take it on as me, something that belongs to me, whereas non-duality is remembering the freedom of what you are, the freedom of who you are right now, in this moment, which is love. Remembering that you aren't the experiencer. The person moving in time isn't the experiencer. The person moving in time isn't the one that hears non-duality. The one that hears non-duality is beyond that. The one that hears and experiences everything is beyond the personal dynamics. Most people listen to non-duality and they're listening to it through the mind, through the person, and trying to fit it and put it onto the person and put on new clothes. That's why when people get into non-duality, they love the whole kind of Indian thing and the ashram thing, because they can wear all the Indian clothes, they can dress up like they're non-dual, but it's all bollocks. Non-duality doesn't belong to the person. Non-duality is beyond the person. Non-duality is the experiencer of this. It's like you put on Google goggles, and Google goggles are this, you put on these goggles which have your phone in it, and it makes it feel like you're in that world. You know, I did one with a roller coaster, and it made it feel like I was on a roller coaster, and I'm sort of like this. If you watch someone on YouTube, it's really funny watching them if they do the roller coaster one. And it seems like you're talking, so you're in them, and then so you put the new non-duality goggles on, and it makes it feel like you are in that world. And then what happens is that you begin, so what happens in this life is that you begin to forget that you are the experiencer of this, not the experience, and the person is the experience. The person is an experience appearing in the dream, just like the rest of this. It's no different. Right now you see Lisa, but I don't see Lisa. There is just life happening. I see all of this. All of this, I can see Lisa in that, but it's not the experiencer. But we keep imagining that we are the experiencer. that we are the experience. We are this person appearing and moving in time, and this is where suffering comes from. And we feel like we've lost something because we've become a limited person. We feel like we're the person that's failed or succeed or not been enough or lost something. But you never lost something. When you feel like you're someone that's lost something, when you feel like someone that's failed or done something wrong, then it's so intense. Where actually, you've always been the experiencer of that, this pure, beautiful emptiness.